Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go to 18 David. Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Ready.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
I can't believe we let you play.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 47.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. Oh, some strong running. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
On the ready.
Here we go on second and 12. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, Delta.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 55.
On first down, Eason. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run on second down with Cohen. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You got to be careful.
Throwing on first down. Eason, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return is Cohen. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check 55, Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake. Eason gonna let one fly for run. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
They got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That is caught by Cullen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
55
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
You can't block me. Watch the slant. Motion, no guard. Check nickel. Right 7, let's go.
2nd and 1. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
At 58 is the mic. You're out. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He was looking for Parker that time.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And that is incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the five. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Not today. Now.
From the gun, Eason. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and 10 at the 28.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Eason looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Right there in the middle. 55.
On first down, Eason gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Again, it's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready?
2nd and 6. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 35, Dolphins 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Let's go. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Yes. It's me and you. 5:52 now.
Back to throw. Eason. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Edwards. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did.